personal issues. We're back now. Let's
Yep.
get right down to business. What do we want to discuss first? Do we want to go over week 5 or go right over the AP poll for the first week?
Let's go over week 5.
Week 5, Clemson actually finally showing some true colors, destroying North Carolina.
Well, then again, it was actually no. Don't you mean week 6?
Yep. Or yeah, we gotta go over week 5. After I will talk a little bit of the Syracuse game. After coming off the win after Syracuse over Clemson, Syracuse went into Duke without their star quarterback Steve Angeli do a torn Achilles. Started Ricky Collins and then goes at home, loses to Duke 38-3. How did Tennessee do in week 5?
Well, Tennessee going into week 5, I wanted to light myself on fire because that was awful. Awful. We managed to get a win, but it should have never been close.
But what's your guys' record right now?
We're 4-1.
Okay, so you're like top 10, top 5, top 10 in the SEC, which is really good.
Yeah.
Aren't you guys are ranked now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still ranked.
Okay. Well, Syracuse, unfortunately, right now, Miami looks like the team to beat in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Beck, like I said, Carson Beck. I think Carson Beck was a good quarterback. I just don't think
Hold on, Tyler. Don't you mean Beavis?
he does look like Beavis. I will give you that.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean. But he's a good quarterback. I just don't think he fit into Kirby Smart's offense. He fits into Mario Cristobal's offense a little bit better because it's a more well-rounded offense, opposed to the veer and shoot style that Kirby Smart goes with. But I think Miami's turned around the last few years, especially with picking up some really good quarterbacks. Yes, as much as I hate to say it, Cam Ward's not doing so good in the NFL, but he was good in college. You can't deny that.
He won his first game in one of the most dumbest ways possible of all time.
But I think Carson Beck is a top candidate for a Heisman. Besides like people like Haynes King, who else? Who's
Dante
top?
Moore,
Yep, Dante Moore. Yep,
that Indiana guy.
yep. Now the top, there's quite a few quite a few sneaky good teams that I've actually wanted to like. Illinois has been pretty sneaky good.
Yeah. Also, they're playing against Ohio State this week,
Yep, yep.
and
That's the big noon kickoff this weekend.
yeah, and here's the statistics that I saw on Instagram. The last 5 games that had Ohio State and hold on one second, let me just find it. While I'm going over that, let's talk about the biggest jokes in college football this last week. Oh wait, never mind, I
Oh
found it.
boy. What do you mean biggest joke?
The two dipshits that decided to play awful.
Oh, yep. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Let's start off with Texas as an appetizer.
Arch Manning's not living up to the hype, is he? I haven't been following Texas.
Arch Manning is like Peyton Manning. He can't win against Florida. He looks so damn awful.
It's
like literally so damn awful.
Dog shit team too, which is hilarious.
Yeah. Also, great job. You gave Billy Napier here another year. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh yeah, you beat Texas. Oh, sorry, you have Billy Napier still. I'm sorry, guys.
I swear to God, if they beat Tennessee, I am gonna crash out. This house is gonna burn down.
I have Pitt coming off the bye because right now my team has a bye this week.
I have my team in Arkansas to deal with.
Arkansas. Oh my God! Don't get me Arkansas. That's going to be covered in the handed down bench. There's a lot of issues there. A lot of weird political issues going on with Arkansas.
But hey, guess who's back at head coach?
Oh, I face palmed when I saw that.
Get on your motorcycles without a helmet, boys, because Bobby P rides again.
I can't believe they hired him back. Like in all seriousness.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, with that being out of the way, Penn State. Oh my God.
That loss was absolutely absurd. Cow to cow. Is an ass team in the ACC, and they beat Penn State. And Penn State's said to be one of the best defenses in the Big Ten, yet alone the entire country.
Yeah, and they got freaking torched by Nico, and a team with no freaking offensive coordinator, no defensive coordinator, and no head coach.
I'm sure you have some strong words for Nico.
First of all, Nico, congratulations on your first win. We still hate you with a radiator pipe, but congratulations on beating Penn State.
Syracuse loses to SMU. Ricky Collins, honestly, is one of the worst fucking quarterbacks I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
he's bad.
Yeah. But now,
Let's get to our favorite.
For the next few minutes, as the Doak burns.
Oh shit! Hold on. All right, let's get to AP. Let's actually talk about standings. AP top 25.
All right then.
All right, so we actually number one doesn't change. Ohio State. Miami comes up to number 2 in the country. After number 3 is, or I'm gonna just do the top 10. I'm not gonna do the others, just for your time.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so number 3 is Oregon. They face Indiana. Okay, so Ohio State faces Illinois. Miami faces Louisville, which Louisville is good offense. They just stabbed themselves in the feet. Oregon faces Indiana.
That's gonna be it.
Ole Miss.
I still don't trust them that much.
They're 4th in the country.
Yeah, because there's no good SEC teams other than Texas A&M.
Texas A&M is 5.
As well as Oklahoma 6.
Yep, Indiana at 7. 8 is Alabama. That's actually, they're 4-1, which is actually not bad.
Well, here's the thing. After the FS loss, they had a fire lit up in their asses.
Oh yeah, they lost to Florida State. Which how is Thomas Castellanos doing?
Okay, but the Doak is still burning.
Right. I like the fact that Texas Tech has a better record and is behind Alabama.
Well, they play in the Big 12.
That is also true. Georgia's at 10. Actually, you know what? I can do all the whole top 20. Why the fuck not?
Let's just do the top 15.
LSU is 11. Tennessee is 12.
Finally out of 15, baby.
Georgia Tech is 13th in the country.
Yep.
Georgia Tech, just remember, Georgia Tech used to be absolutely crap the last 10 years. They finally found their quarterback and their coach. Haynes King is honestly, besides Carson Beck, I think another top candidate for the Heisman.
That or Georgia Tech might be a top candidate for the ACC.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's between nobody forgets about Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
5th and then 14th is Mizzou.
They're living in the state of Missouri. But
and Michigan it rounds out the top 15.
Overall, not a bad top 25 rankings.
The fact that South Florida is still, I just want to point out that, hold on. Well, BYU's still in there, but Iowa State's South Florida is still in there.
Well, South Florida was non-ranked last week.
Nope.
They just got back up.
Florida State is the biggest loser this week in ranking.
I was about to say Iowa State since they lost to Cincinnati.
Well, both Iowa State and Florida State. Iowa State dropped from 14th to 22nd, and Florida State went from like 15th to 25th in final spot. Syracuse.
Anyways.
Okay, so let's talk about my team a little quick. So yeah, Steve Angeli went down against the Clemson Tigers. So yeah, since we haven't been in a real since we haven't done a couple episodes, yes, Syracuse upset Clemson in Death Valley. 34-21. Syracuse dominated that game from start to finish and then lost 2 straight. Steve Angeli, I think, is going to be a really good quarterback if he stays healthy. But I think that's all we have time for. If you want to do a little bit more, do you have anything else?
Well, let's go over this week's games.
All right, let's see. All the notable games.
Yeah, let's just get our team. Does your team play this week?
Nope, I'm on a bye. I'm just going to do the...
Let's talk about my team.
Tennessee plays Arkansas.
After last year where I had to sacrifice a TV to the football gods because they were playing like dog shit, I want I want a fucking blowout.
Arkansas is dog shit, so I wouldn't be shocked. You're like hold on. Let me look at it real quick.
It's 11.5. But
yeah, it's 11.5.
Yeah, but knowing how Tennessee plays, I don't trust them one bit against SEC teams. Until I see that fucking mascot Tuss becomes baking, and Bobby Petrino wearing a neck brace with a white flag saying, "I surrender, please shoot me." I will not accept a victory unless it's a root. That's about what I'm basically saying. Tennessee's going to win big.
Tennessee's Joey Aguilar is actually shown to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Yeah, I think we got upgraded on that front. Now let's go on to Big Noon Kickoff, which I do have this Ohio State and
what's the spread on that one?
Ohio State favored for 14.5.
Damn, really? They're really gonna do Illinois that bad?
Yeah, but here's the thing: the last 5 matchups between Ohio State and Illinois. 2001, Iowa was 12th. Ohio State was 25. Iowa wins. Not
Illinois.
Illinois, my bad. Sorry, I've been focused on hockey season.
Well, hockey season, because hockey season brings him more joy than Tennessee Titans. Sorry.
Actually, no. Hockey season brings me more pain and suffering because of the Predators.
I mean, you could at least the Predators could make the playoffs. I'm a Sabres fan, but that's another podcast. Actually, tomorrow.
Yeah, Ohio State was number 11 and Illinois was number 20. This was in 1991. Illinois wins. 1990, Illinois was 13th. Ohio State 20. Illinois wins. And 1983, Ohio State's number 6 and Illinois 19. Illinois wins. So we could basically see history repeating itself. We could get a major upset if that happens. What do you think's the chances of that happening?
I think
I'm,
it might. I think it could happen.
yeah, I believe it could happen as well. Alrighty,
I think that is
Alabama,
it for.
Alabama and Missouri. I think Alabama's going to crush Missouri, but Indiana and Oregon.
I think I have Oregon. I can see Oregon winning that one.
Yeah, especially with Pacific Northwest weather, going to be very, very nasty.
But
Okay, this spread is bullshit. The Red
what's this?
River, the
What's the
Red
spread?
River rivalry.
Oh,
Texas is
Texas
Texas is
and
favored by 1.5.
oh, Texas should be favored by even way more.
You think?
Oklahoma's dog shit.
No, Oklahoma is actually pretty damn good. They're 5-0,
What's Texas?
3-2, and they lost to Florida.
But that is the the Red River rivalry is a interesting. It's an interesting rivalry.
Yeah,
It's about as insane as the Ohio State Michigan rivalry or the
yeah,
Alabama Auburn. It's up there with like Alabama and Auburn, Ohio State and Michigan, Syracuse and West Virginia.
yeah. It could bring us close matchups or total blowouts.
All right, I think that's all we have time for. Do you have anything else?
No, that's about it.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Give a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out our Twitch. Check out our Patreon. Check out all our other podcasts: Lap Down, Biscuits Penalties, Dirt and Turf, The Hard Count, which is our NFL podcast. Check out our Handed Down Beatdown wrestling podcast and the Handed Down Bench. Give them a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our TikTok, Patreon. And thank you guys for watching.
And don't
Thank you to
forget
our.
to subscribe to my YouTube channel,
Don't forget to check.
Voltbill99.
Don't forget to check out Billy on his channel. Check out Newt City. They're good friends of the channel. Awesome content. And also give a like, comment, subscribe to all of us. And don't forget to hit that bell for notification that we go live. And thank you to our sponsor tonight, Fubo TV. Watch TV cable free. Have a good night and go back to school.
Go on!